It's been a week. Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 4 of Talking Tales, the YouTube series where I talk about writing a novel for the first time. This video I'm filming on Saturday the 28th, which is a little later than I normally film these videos, but I have had a very busy week and I am very tired, and this was the first kind of chance that I got to sit down and record anything. Also, I've put up more fairy lights because it's not really my room if it doesn't have an obscene amount of fairy lights, right? So we'll start, as we always do, with how's it going? And because I've had a really difficult week, it's not gone well. I'm actually a little bit behind at the moment. I'm actually like really behind right now. I've got 3 days left of November and about 9,000 words to go, which is stressful. If I manage to get 4,000 words done today and 4,000 words done tomorrow, and then hopefully some done on Monday, then I should be okay, but I'm working Monday. Why was my week so difficult? Well, I had 3 shifts in a row at the beginning of the week, which was fine, except I didn't have a lot of time in the mornings because I needed to exercise and walk the dog, and writing takes a lot of time and I just didn't have a huge amount of time before I had to get ready and go to work. Fine, I thought it'd be fine. So Monday to Wednesday I was caught up with that, and then Thursday I should have written, but for some reason I didn't, and I don't know why. I put off a lot of things on Thursday. I think I was just in recovery from having 3 very hectic days. So I didn't write anything. I meant to film this and I didn't, and I still don't really know why. Yesterday I was out all day and I didn't have any chance to write. So I'm going to do my best to hit 50,000 words by the end of Monday. It does feel stressful more than fun, which is something I didn't want to happen, but at the end of the day, this is what I'm doing. If I don't get it done this year, then I'll try again next year. The important thing is it's kickstarted me writing my novel, and I shouldn't stress about something that is supposed to be fun. So after I film this video, I'm basically just gonna sit down and write as much as I can. So let's just go into the whole lore thing, because I promised you I'd talk about magic this week. I don't really want to sit down and just explain magic. I've written like a paragraph for you, so I'm going to read that out. So hopefully you're fine with that, because I don't have the energy to do anything else. Before magic, the mortal realms were quiet. Humans were just beginning to settle into society after evolving for millennia, but their bonfires and stone tools could only get them so far. All the while, Ildare crackled and buzzed with energy, the arcane so intrinsic to its way of life that those who called the realm of energy home knew no other way of being. The curiosity of Asta, the patron of education, became too great. She began to investigate the veil that separated these two realms, until she slipped. Asta's research created the rift, a tear in the veil through which the energy that we now call magic flowed. Unlike Ildare, where this magic could exist in its raw form, the mortal realms resonated differently, and as such, the pure magic was refracted into 5 different forms, which we now call schools. Elementasts use this energy to manipulate the elements. Alchemists manipulate materials for crafting. Apothecasts manipulate ingredients to make potions. Levitasts can make themselves and others and objects float through telekinetic abilities, and illusionists create realistic illusions. However, magic was not the only energy pulled through. A community of sentient spirits were sucked into the mortal realms, and with no way home, their bodies began to condense into forms that would allow them to survive in this new world. These spirits became the Eldari, which now live on the fringes of the world and dream of going home. So that's a little explanation into how magic came to be, the kind of magic classification system that I'm using, and also where the Eldari came from. Of course, it's not everything. If I told you everything, there'd be no point in reading the book at all. I hope this has been interesting to you, and maybe one day in the future of this series I can do a Q&A and answer some more questions you guys have about my story or my world. Now for the writer recommendations. First up is this little guy. This is Fester. I got him yesterday. He is microwavable, so at the moment he's really warm and he's really soft and fluffy. I've called him Fester because he's a fox, and foxes always remind me of my friend Matthew, and Uncle Fester was the role that Matthew played in the Addams Family, and for some reason that's been on my mind recently. I think it's got something to do with the moon being super bright at the moment. He's a friend, and I think he's going to really help me get through these next few days of writing, because I am a child. My next recommendation would be Mario music for studying. I'll put the exact video up there, but I've been seeing these like things online, but just very vaguely, like TikToks and tweets and stuff, about specific songs from Mario, or just Mario music in general being really good for helping you focus. And I've always been a fan of video game music whilst I write or like do work or anything. For a long time I used music from Breath of the Wild because that is my favourite game of all time and I love the music from it. But because writing is a little bit more intensive than say drawing or just researching, I decided to try out the Mario music thing, and it's actually really worked. I think I'm definitely going to use it when I go into writing after this, because there have been several times where I've started writing, I've been listening to the music, and sort of come to a little while later, found that I've written about 3,000 words and it's been like an hour. So if you're writing, or if you're needing to do something where you have to focus but you want something on in the background, would recommend. It's brilliant. Again, the links will be everywhere because, oh my god, it's so good. And yeah, I wish I had a third favourite. It would have been Age of Calamity, because in my last video, you might remember I mentioned it a couple of times. Here's the thing, I pre-ordered a copy of Age of Calamity because I was so excited for it to come out. And that pre-order hasn't arrived yet. It is 8 days after I was supposed to get it, and it has not arrived. I pre-ordered it from Game, and to Game's credit, they were very good. They fulfilled their part of the bargain. But for some reason, my local delivery office with Royal Mail has just been, quite honestly, a shit show, because it just hasn't shown up. And I went up there today, and they don't even have it. It's not in the delivery office. So, Royal Mail, not a favourite. This has not been a very positive section, but it's something that's been really annoying me this week, and it's just another thing to have brought my week down. Maybe in the future it will be a favourite, not this week. I did just want to briefly touch on where the series is going next. Obviously NaNoWriMo is ending, so I think I'll do another video next week where I talk about my experience with NaNoWriMo in general, whether I actually finished it or not, because obviously that's going to be interesting now that I'm so far behind. I guess I'll use that time to also talk a little bit about where the series is going. I can't see me doing weekly videos forever. Definitely will be making more videos when I hit milestones with my book. So that's where I'm at. That's a little bit about my book and about my recommendations this week. I will speak to you next week, and that video will be more talking about my plans for after NaNoWriMo finishes. And yeah, thank you for coming with me on this journey. Do tune in next week for my little wrap-up video. I'll be going more into detail about everything then, so check it out. And until then, thank you for watching. Subscribe and give this video a like if you are that way inclined, and I hope that you live your life to the fullest. Bye guys.